Hello everybody, my name is Danny and I am from the Hoogly Boogly Network. Today we will be reviewing the Apple iPhone 6. Look at the phone. It's a lot bigger than the older generation iPhones such as the 5 or the 5S. The display is a 4.7-inch display with IPS technology and an LED backlit. It has a resolution of 750 by 1334 pixels compared to the iPhone 6 Plus with a full 1920 by 1080 display, or the Samsung Galaxy S6 1440p Quad HD display. From that, it might seem that Apple is a bit lacking with the displays, but that is not true, and you will see later in the video test. Sadly, there is one thing Apple should change, and that will be mentioned later as we talk about the design. As you take a look at the phone, you will see it is mostly aluminum with the plastic LTE bands. The plastic, in my opinion, is quite noticeable since the color matching on the two different materials do not match that well. The bands, as you can notice, is outlining the top and bottom portions of the phone. Most people do not find it too aesthetically pleasing. However, some companies like HTC were able to make it work, as you can see on screen right now. Sapphire is the second most scratch-resistant material, and it is on the Apple Watch and the Apple Watch Edition as a display. We can all say that the Apple iPhone 6 has a sapphire display, right? Wrong. The display of the iPhone 6 is not sapphire, and now you guys may be a bit confused and have no idea what the screen is made of. Well, let me tell you guys that the screen is made from a glass called Gorilla Glass, just like the Apple Watch Sport. Since the Apple Watch and the Apple Watch Edition have a display made of sapphire, will that be something Apple do in the future? Check out our upcoming video of what we want to see on the iPhone 7 to learn more. The battery on the iPhone 6 is a non-removable 1810 milliamp battery. But the question is, how long will it last you on a full charge? All of the following specifications are provided by Apple. These could be the times you could expect if your phone was running on 3G data. It should be good for about 250 hours on standby. So if it's battery life you are worried about, you should be fine since you can get a talk time of 14 hours. You may be thinking that Apple is lacking with the 8 megapixel camera, but don't let that fool you. Sample photos will be on screen right now of pictures I took around my house using the iPhone 6. So again, the camera is 8 megapixels and looks great. It has a dual-tone flash, which means it has two LEDs in the flash with one white and another amber to give it a more of a natural light look. It has autofocus and HDR. It can record videos at 1080p and 60 frames per second. It will be able to record slow-mo at 720p at 140 frames per second or 240 frames per second. Is the front-facing camera as good? Well, I will let you be the judge of that. The front-facing camera is 1.2 megapixels. I did not get any sample photos for the front-facing camera, so I do apologize for that. It can record video at 720p at 30 frames per second, so it is good quality. So there is no autofocus, but there is HDR. Let's take a look at the phone's internals. The phone uses a new chipset called the A8 chip. The phone uses a dual-core CPU clocked at 1.4 GHz. It has 1 GB of RAM. Finally, it is time to do the overview of the phone. On the bottom, you will see the 3.5mm headphone jack, microphone, our lightning connector, and our speaker. On the side, you will see our silencer and our volume rockers. On the other side, you will see the nano SIM card slot and the sleep or wake button. The top is just nothing but aluminum. On the back, you can see the camera.